Okay. Um, why am I getting this error?
Which app?
This error can't click anything.
Mm,
Can record it, but uh, okay. Right. Okay, let's launch our dev. So what we are doing in this exercise. So in the previous lecture, what did we do? Can you explain to me a little bit?
In the previous lecture, uh we deployed manually on the release pipeline. We had an issue the with the release pipeline, which it kept failing. So we had to go into our YAML file, add the task to publish the contents, the code of the build pipeline as a zip, as an artifact, so the release pipeline could use it and work properly.
Sure, sure, good. Let me launch this quickly. So I will like just for the benefit of um, audience, we can
Yeah.
explain a little bit in detail what we have done. So what? So basically, we created a .NET project in Visual Studio, and then we connected to our Azure DevOps and imported that repo in our Azure DevOps. And this is the repo, and I can show you where we created our. So this was the solution, web app solution. So in that exercise, we build the pipeline, and after the build pipeline, we went into deployments. So in deployment, we have, as you know, we've got different stages, such as testing, like staging, and then production. So in previous exercise, what we've done, we deployed to our testing environment. And when I say mean deployment means, so we created a web app in our Azure portal and published that code in a form of a build as an artifact into that web app, and we saw the solution. Okay, to show you that, so this was the solution we went in there. So if I go back to, so this is our project and this is our repo. And if I show you the pipelines, what we done, so this is a pipeline which was successful last time. Okay, as you can see that all completed. To show that, just log into our portal to see. So rules app, let me start again because I stopped it. I just starting now. So this is our test environment, and we created a web app in Azure portal called Wolves app, and in that we push the code, we push the application, the build a pipeline to our release, to our release into this environment. Yeah, hello,
Yeah.
are you listening?
Yeah, I was muted because you were
No, doesn't matter. I want you to listen and speak, to
okay.
share. We doesn't matter. It's no big deal. So people who watches that, they say we are learning and I'm teaching and all that. So if you
Yeah.
click that, Click this app. See, it's
Yep.
working. So that's a test environment. We did the welcome to this web app project. So what we do today now, so we create another stage like uh, a staging app, web app staging. So basically, it's a different environment from testing, and we can do the release simultaneously into both stages. Do you get my point?
Yes.
Okay, so for that reason, first of all, do we just create a resource and we call it web app. We creating it. Um, we use the same web app, the same resource group, and we call it a web app staging.
Yep.
How do you spell staging? Staging, web staging, yeah, and code 8.
Netcode 8. Yeah.
UK South. I want you to acknowledge everything when I say that means you are with me.
Okay.
UK
UK
South, so
South.
that really concentrate here. So we use the same plan which we're using before. Basic is there, no
Okay.
database. Just keep it default. Privacy is a default. We don't want application site at this stage. Okay, review, create. Okay. So while this is creating, we can go to our pipeline, and if we go to our release and edit, so this is our build artifact
Yep.
which we created using build pipeline. So we're using that one, and we got stages here. And the first stage is testing environment. Let's add another stage,
Okay.
and we call it, and we start from empty job, and we call it, what do we call it? You made some notes.
Uh,
Talk to me.
yeah, no, s- deploy to staging environment.
Just call it anything, yeah. Web
Yep.
staging,
I did not
web
sign the name of the
doesn't
second
matter.
stage.
So web staging, okay. So we save it, click OK, and if we go to task, now we uh, will notify this task. First of all, we need add a task that what we are doing. So what we are doing, we are deploying a build to our Azure deploy app. So we just search here, web app, where is it?
Uh, just type Azure Web
Azure,
and it will
Shabash,
appear.
Shabash, 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 well done. So Azure, not fucking this one, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
So basically is always Azure, and then we say space web space, then you can find it Azure and space web. Yeah, like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then we add some our um, details. So this is our subscription. So I will use my because my subscription is Azure portal is connected to my Azure DevOps via service connection. So I'll choose this. App type is on Windows.
Windows. Yeah.
Yeah, and app name is, we should get web staging. Yes. See, this one was testing, and this is the one we just created now here. Look, we just created this now here. Web staging. To test it is working, we just click this link. So you can see this is working fine. Your web is running and waiting for your content. So we're gonna push our content to this app, the build, our build. Hello?
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
So we're pushing this second app we made into the release pipeline, and
Tapash.
it will be
Brilliant. So we
deployed.
choose this one, web staging, all
Yes.
done. So this is, we know this already, package of folder. This is a zip folder when we defined our YAML pipeline to push that to our zip folder to our publish artifact. So because when the release pipeline is created, it's a new agent on the Microsoft hosted agent, and that agent doesn't know what you've done in the past. So when the build pipeline finishes it, it pushes that to release pipeline. Okay, so if we save it, okay, done. So what we have now, if we go this releases, edit. So we got two stages, testing and web staging. This has got a different web app. This has got a different web app. So in real environment, you might have also have a different subscription completely, a different credentials. You're not talking to me, man.
Yeah, it's just that I don't know what to say. Like, yeah,
Yeah. So like yeah, so it is different. Like you can have a different subscription. What does that means?
that you can have other uh what's the word? Other things such as you can do maybe more things, less things depending on your subscription type.
So, so in real environment, when you work in office, you have a portal. You know, you log into your portal.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if you go to subscription, if you go to subscription, this is our subscription. Yeah,
yeah.
you can have over here like a test, development, staging, production. So you can
Okay,
deploy in different subscriptions.
okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. Right. So understand now?
Yeah, now I understand.
Okay. Good. So that's what I'm saying. If you keep acknowledging with me, that means I won't get bored. You won't get bored, and we can interact. Doesn't mean to just say yes, okay. When you're so quiet, I thought like I just lost and I just lose interest. So this is done. What do we do now? We create. We What do we do now? How to check that is working?
We go, we create a release, right corner.
But creating a release will do not anything. We have not committed anything. So we need to trigger the build
Yeah,
that will trigger the build and release automatically. So what do we do?
to make it automatic, if we press on the uh, artifact el- icon, there's the option to make it automatic, a continuous deployment. So every change it happens, it will automatically start working on it.
That's already done. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's already enabled. I'm asking, how do we test it now? These releases are working. How do we
Okay.
kick in?
Okay. So to see if they are working properly, once the release pipeline started working, we can check the URL.
No, 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 no. Try it. Please concentrate. What I'm saying, how do we run this release now? Automatically, it kicks in. I don't want to press it here.
Okay.
How do we do that? We watched the
Uh,
video. Didn't you make any notes? Didn't you listen?
that's it.
That was 6 minutes video only. You can concentrate. Remember, he went to the repo and he changed the page
Yeah.
into index HTML. So he changed as soon as we committed, it will kick in. That's the whole purpose of Azure DevOps. So if a developer or anyone commits something, it automatically creates a build and integrates and then deliver it to deployment if it's a release. So we change this here to say, welcome to this web pro today. We are just say this to deploying to we do edit.
Yeah. That's basically the same thing as I said, but because right now we're changing the index, therefore it will change the artifact, which will automatically deploy the release pipeline.
Yeah, I'm saying, but how do we change the artwork? You have to go and change some commit, isn't it? How's it gonna kick in? You can't go into artifact. So basically, we are need to commit something, working on a feature, something. So let me
Okay.
ask, well, today we are deploying deploying to second stage, which is called
Uh, Staging environment.
web app staging. Yeah,
Yeah.
commit, commit. So what this will do, it will kick in the build, and then
Yeah.
automatically it will deploy into, it will create a release. See?
Yeah.
So let's see if we go to our pipelines and releases. So this is release. Where is it gone? Pipelines, this one, yeah. So
Exactly.
this is this is working. So this is doing a build pipeline.
Okay.
Yeah, when this finishes, it should kick in into
The release. Yeah.
we create a release. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got two stages. So let's say it's queued now. So when this finishes, it will come up to this testing environment and web staging. Let's see. Waiting.
It's good. Yeah.
Waiting for request to be queued.
Mm.
Hmm. Yep. Not started. So in progress now. Say
Okay.
kicked in.
Yeah.
So we can see that release 10. Uh, oh, we started twice. That's why it
Yeah,
should kick
because
in out. Yeah, it should kick in
yeah,
automatically.
we started one manually and one started
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's the
automatically.
problem. It's good, good, good. So it's doing it now on the testing environment, and it will move to. Uh, here we go. In progress, succeeded. Now it's going to staging.
Okay. Yeah. I think this will fail.
Why?
We did not change the the in web app staging in the Azure task, we did not change the folder. You'll see, you see. Basically, it's the same issue of last time.
Let's see. It's good. If you will fix it.
Yep.
So just to reiterate everything, we had a project in Visual Studio. We pushed that code to our Azure repos. Then we created a build pipeline. Um, and then build pipeline, we use that artifact to deploy into our different stages, such as our testing environment. And see, let's see, and initialize.
All right.
Why do you say that is gonna fail?
Hmm?
Why? How do you say that is gonna fail?
Mm,
Because it
it's
is it is using the same zip folder from the one we've deployed on test.
okay.
See, Azure Web deploy an Azure Web App for Linux Windows,
Okay.
service connection for network server web staging,
Okay.
uh, successfully deployed to web service. Yeah, still
Oh,
doing it, nearly done.
I see. Okay. That's interesting because I thought it would have required you to set manually, but if it used the same, it's good.
So this is done. I think this is the one completed.
Okay. It did not fail. It
Why
succeeded.
why would it fail? What's the reason?
Um,
What do you think? What's the cause? Why it failed yesterday?
be Yesterday it failed because there was it couldn't find the zip file that contained the code. I guess this time it worked because web app staging is after test environment.
But
So
how
it
did you fix it yesterday? Or how did it work yesterday?
so yesterday we fixed it by going into the YAML file of the pipeline, and from there we added the task to uh,
So this is a pipeline.
publish as an artifact into the pipeline.
So this is the task you're talking about, yeah. Yes, web artifact. This one.
Yep.
So we done. So we created that artifact into release, and so this is done now. Where do we see that artifacts? How do we see that
Uh, to see the artifact, we go on pipelines.
pipelines?
So we choose our pipeline. Yeah. Press the latest. Okay. As you can see, there's one published.
See,
If you press
so
there,
this artifact has been used as a zip folder on both environment, both stages.
yeah.
And so
So this
that's
is
why
why it worked.
it's perfect. So now, if you go to check it, what we've done, like is website working or not? So we go to home and go to our Wolves app first.
Okay.
So this is a test. Okay, welcome to this web
Mm,
directory. We are deploying second stage just currently. Yeah, it's working fine.
yep.
Next, we go to other app, which is web
Web
staging
app
app.
stage. Yep.
And if we click the link, it's gonna come here just loading. So if we just click, so the website should be web staging. You can see that here on the URL. See web staging. Yeah.
Yep.
So that means it shows. So we have deployed we as a deployment to our test environment and staging environment. Which environments?
Test and staging environment.
See? All right.
Yep.
So we have successfully released to in both environments. Okay, I hope this helps.